Go.
All right. Let me make sure my hair look okay. Are you want to clap? So you got it. Hi everyone. Dang it, I'm still like off. You can cut though, because I need to. Okay. Did the second thing.
I feel like when you're standing up, it's easy.
We can stand up
It's
in
almost
here.
like you're frozen.
We can stand up.
Yeah, that's what
on
I'm
the
doing.
back. Okay. All right, let's try that.
You want to try that? Okay.
Sitting down sucks. You know, we ready.
All right.
Oh, everything on? Okay,
Okay.
go. Hi everyone. So it's been like a really good minute since we've talked, since we chatted. It's been almost 2 years of a good minute. So we wanted to give you guys an update on where we've been in life and how life is going for us right now. And yeah, it's a lot. I got it in my phone. So let's get this going. All right, so after we did our apartment tour video, which you guys showed up for us so much, we were so excited about that. We did a lot of things after that. One, we decided we wanted to get pregnant and have another baby. So we didn't know if it would happen. So we were kind of like, oh, we don't know. We'll see how this goes. And 2 months later after planning, it happened. So we were super excited about it. I ended up...
Because your boy don't miss.
Oh my God. So we ended up, I ended up quitting my job. I felt like we had enough savings. I felt like it was time. I was stressed out. I was like, it is time. I want to spend time with my baby. So we ended up doing that. And then after I quit my job, I just took the time to spend time with Ava. And then shortly after that apartment tour video, we also sold every single thing that we had in Seattle to move. Now, our intentions was to move out of the country, and we had plans set up for that. But you know, me wanting to get pregnant again kind of changed that a little bit. So yeah, that was very interesting. So
It ruined all our plans.
so after that, we ended up selling everything. And when I mean everything, we sold everything in our house. We sold the couch, we sold the bed, everything in our house. And we ended up just leaving and taking with us our suitcases and our puppy. Anything else we took? Did we take anything else? We took that. We took our...
The bed.
We took the bed.
We took our bed.
So that's why I say, I'm almost like, we shouldn't have taken that bed, because as you're gonna hear, things didn't turn out the way we wanted. That's okay, that's okay. So after we ended up selling everything, we ended up leaving Seattle. And before we left, we had to say goodbye to some of the best friends we've ever made that lived in Seattle. So we took our time to individually say goodbye to each friend, and after that we were off. So the day that we left, we took all of our little bags that we had, and Dave took us to the airport, and we hopped on a plane and headed to DC. Now in the meantime, Dave was gonna drive my car. Wait, no, my car, your car.
Hold up. Not only did they hop on a plane to DC, but you know the house was still filled.
Yeah.
It was still filled with stuff.
Yeah, I was super sick. Turn it around, I can see both of us. Yeah, I was super sick. So I'm like, oh yeah, since I'm not working anymore, I'll go ahead and clean up the house. I'll pack up the house. I'll do all that for you. Yeah, that didn't happen that way. I was so freaking sick. It wasn't even funny.
She didn't do a daggone thing.
So I left Dave to like pack up and clean up the rest of the apartment.
But I mean, Ava can't really help me.
So yeah, so we ended up doing that. And then, let me see, so we headed to DC. We did a lot of fun stuff in DC. Ava had her birthday party. We saw a bunch of family. We hung out with a bunch of family. We ended up, you know, bringing stuff that we, kind of momentum stuff. Is that how you say it? Memento? Stuff that we love. We ended up bringing everything we loved to our mom's house in the DC area, because we wanted to keep some things if we were to come back. So we ended up doing that, and like I said, we had a great time. And then we ended up having our gender reveal while we were in DC, which was pretty cool. It was pretty chill. We didn't want a big, you know, celebration, because we were already so exhausted from packing and moving. So we did that, and it turned out to be a boy, which we wanted.
Hold on. And by chill, she mean that we got guns and shot at each other.
Water guns.
That is.
So we did the water guns, and we found out it was a boy, and I was just over the moon. I know Ava wanted a sister, but it was okay. But Dave and I were like, yes.
I changed.
We wanted a different experience, and I feel like we definitely have a different experience right now. I love you, Hollis, but we got a different experience. But yeah, so that was fun, and you know, shout out to our family members for putting that up for us. But then we had some hiccups. One hiccup was we had originally planned to, go overseas, right, for a few months or even for a year, and I wanted to have the baby over there. But then you start to hit roadblocks. You're like, okay, we checked out insurance. Insurance overseas, you have to be on an insurance plan for a year before you get pregnant. So that didn't work out. And then before we left, Dave's job said that he was able to work over there and it wouldn't be a problem and taxes wouldn't be a problem. Of course, that was a problem all of a sudden now that we were doing it.
We have sort of a problem here.
So we had all these little hiccups that kind of ruined our plan A. And we were like, all right, you know what? Let's just figure out plan B. Let's just try to figure out what we're gonna do for plan B. And another little hiccup that happened was we got our tax bill. What happened when we got our tax bill, babe?
Hold on. This is after we already got the visa to Mexico.
Oh yeah. No, I wasn't gonna get there. I was gonna get there.
Oh.
I was gonna get there. Yeah, because the visa happened after the tax thing. It did.
Oh.
Yeah, because we had to stay there and wait longer before we went to Florida. Remember?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So anyway, so that happened. And so we were like, you know what? Maybe we need to leave Maryland because Maryland is so freaking expensive. So we ended up, working on plan B since plan A didn't work out, which was we wanted to originally go to Portugal, but Dave's company denied it. So we decided to get our Mexican visa. We sent Dave to go get his first because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. I was like, well, I don't know how that's going to work out. Let's go send you be the guinea pig and see what happens. And he ended up getting getting approved for it immediately, which was pretty cool. So, after that, we went to get ours. Ava and I went to go get ours. They saw I was pregnant. They basically asked why we wanted to go. We said to have the baby there, and they were so excited. They was like, oh, we'd love for people to come down and have that baby. So they just needed your bank statements, make sure you had enough money to live down there. And yeah, we were approved right away. So that was fun. And on the same day that happened was their Independence Day. It was Mexico's Independence Day. So we got to see a little dance and a song. It was really, really cool. So we decided to do that. We were really excited once we actually got the visas in hand. But then an earthquake happened. So we wanted to live in Puerto Vallarta. And we were like, went down there, we already visited. We was like, this is our spot. That's all Ava talked about was that place. And we were like, okay, let's go down there. Well, the earthquake hit and we were like,
I don't do earthquakes. The ground moving. Nah, Joe. I could deal with anything else.
Which is why we left Seattle, because Seattle is due for a huge earthquake.
Maybe. I like Seattle.
Yeah. So we ended up doing that, and we were like, no, maybe we shouldn't. Got a little worried because a lot of the popular places kind of got damaged. And we didn't know what the infrastructure was going to be like after that. So we're like, well, let's look at another place in Mexico, maybe Merida, because that's another place that a lot of people go that's supposed to be safe. But you know what? Let's look at Florida. So we're bringing back into the U.S. and let's look at Florida. Let's see how Florida turns out. So we just scrapped Mexico for the moment, and we decided to move to Florida because Florida was no income taxes. There's no state income taxes. And we were like, you know what? Let's go check it out. I wanted to do the Miami side. Dave wanted to do Sarasota.
And Florida's for freedom.
I wanted to do Sarasota side. I wasn't sure about the Sarasota side because I've never been there. And I'm like, well, our friends are on the, Miami side. Let's just go over there. He's like, no, trust me. So we get down there. We take a trip for a month to see if we liked it. Was it a month or 2 weeks?
It was a month.
So we went down to Florida for a month. We checked it out. I mean, as soon as we got into Florida, just at the rest stop, this nice man was just talking to us about, oh, you're gonna love it. And you hear stuff on the media and you're like, I don't know, I've heard bad stuff about being in Florida. Y'all, don't listen to the news. It was some of the best experiences that we've ever had. The beaches on the Sarasota side are beautiful. People are super friendly. Like, we had not one problem while we were there.
The roads are excellent.
The roads are excellent. Like,
the schools.
the schools were amazing. Even it was online, I got her online immediately. The teachers were super sweet. Like, she had a great time. And, you know, it was kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, we love it. Let's go ahead and become residents of Florida. So we took what we had. We went to the DMV and got our license the same day. The same freaking day. We weren't expecting that because usually you have to wait in other states for a while to get them. We got our licenses and then that was it. We were residents of Florida. Saving $1,000.
But then,
dun dun dun. Y'all, as soon as we became residents,
hurricanes, people.
as soon as we became
hurricanes.
residents, a hurricane hit. A hurricane has not hit this place, Sarasota, in 30 years. So the Airbnb that we were renting, the person, he was super sweet. He worked for the sheriff's office, and he was like, "Oh, you're fine. You don't have to go anywhere. It's not gonna hit us." Y'all, if we would have listened to him, we would have been done. Like the day, like Dave is amazing with the weather stuff, so he knows how to follow patterns. He's like, nah, this is gonna hit us. So the day that we realized that, we packed up. We grabbed all of our clothes, all of our belongings, basically everything we took down to Florida with us. We packed in a car, including Rose, and we left. Except for one thing. We had a table that was a great travel table that we lost. We think it blew away. We left it. I don't know what happened to that table, but we did that.
Where is Rose anyway?
My annoying dog. She's right here.
Hi,
Baby.
Rose.
Aww. So we did that, and you know, we went to the Miami side because we're like, this is gonna hit. And the day that we left, it was like just downpour, windy. We got kind of scared. I was like, all right, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
So
some of the bands came through.
some of the bands came through, so we did that. We got out of there. We went to Miami side. There were tornadoes and stuff on that side, but not near us. But it was a little windy. You can tell there was a storm coming around somewhere. But then I think it was the next day it went away.
Speak for herself. I went to the Caribbean place. Okay, and I get a tornado warning saying there's a tornado going down some street, and I look on the map, it's like a few blocks away from me. I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't see nothing, but I mean, I guess it was somewhere around there. I don't know.
That Caribbean place was delicious though. Miami's got some good Caribbean food.
Florida, period, right?
So yeah, and then we kind of waited out there, and then we kept in touch with the Airbnb owner. He's just giving us updates like, hey, yeah, there's some down trees, the power's not on. He just kept us updated. He was amazing. And then finally he's like, okay, everything's going good. The Airbnb made it through, the power's back on. So we head back to Sarasota. And I was so excited to get back there just because it was great. We came in and it was kind of destroyed. Now, I wouldn't say
we rode past Fort Myers.
Fort Myers was horrible.
It was a huge tree laying over the highway.
It almost made me cry because it was like when you're there and you see the people and the businesses and you know these people are affected, it almost made me cry. But we went back to where we were and there was like a down tree, like huge ass tree in the middle of the road. All the sightings for people, houses were gone. It was a mess. You can tell a hurricane came through there. But we get back to our place. Our place is pretty chill. We came back in, there were lizards everywhere and they were trying to get out of the storm. And
yeah, it seemed like all the bugs and lizards came in.
They came inside, yeah, like it was crazy. But yeah, so that, and then we unpacked and it just kind of like hung out. I mean, of course the beaches weren't at the best that were when we were there before the hurricane hit, but we still were able to go out to restaurants and do things like that. So yeah, that was our Sarasota 1 month stint before we headed back up to DC to do some family stuff. Not too much dirty stuff, is it?
We moving.
Alright.
Go ahead.
You can't see the seat?
Just stay on this side.
Okay. Alright. So then we ended up going back to DC, seeing more family, attending a birthday party, and then we were like, you know what? While we have the chance, let's go somewhere. Let's go up to Montreal. We wanted to check it out in the fall because I heard it's beautiful driving up the Pacific Northwest.
Yep.
Cut.
Missing Seattle.
we heard it was nice driving up the northeast corridor. So we're like, let's go check it out. So first we couldn't find any Airbnbs. And I was like, I really want to go up there. And of course, Dave being determined, the person that he is, he ended up finding an Airbnb that was really, really nice. It's really nice, and it had pets. So we can take Rose with us, our unwilling dog. So we took Rose up there, and we had so much fun driving up, just seeing all the foliage and the beautiful red and greens and yellows, and it was really cool. We finally get there, we settle in, and the next day, as we're trying to get settled in, I fall down the
Hold on. So I went to the store. I actually walked there.
Yeah,
I put a
you
backpack.
did. You did.
And I walked there because you know you
Yeah.
can walk everywhere there.
in Montreal, yeah.
And I went to the store, got some food for the house, you know. Like, oh, this is cool. You know, get to see the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Come back. You know, the door was locked.
So there's stairs to this place. So it was one of those places where you walk into the door and you walk upstairs to get to this apartment. So it was upstairs and a downstairs. And we ended up going, you know, we were upstairs. I'm not good with stairs. I've never been good with stairs. So Dave comes back from the store and he's like, oh, I'm coming down. I'll come down. And I hold on to the freaking stairs and I slid because it was like a curve. And I went sliding down, holding on to the little thing that catches the door, and just sliced my freaking pinky almost off. It's almost like sliced it off. It was so.
It was to the bone,
It was
people.
so freaky. Like after I did that, I went down to open the door. And he was like, "What happened?" I'm like, I fell, and he just sees blood dripping from my hand. So I walk back upstairs. I sit in the kitchen. I wipe my hand off, and all I felt was faintness. I felt like I was gonna faint because there was so much blood coming out my hand. So he's like, "We gotta go to the hospital because I'm pregnant. I need to make sure I don't need a tetanus shot. I need to make sure my freaking finger's not gonna fall off."
it was to the bone. So
It was to the bone. Yeah, we did.
It wasn't just a tetanus shot.
So we go to the hospital, and for some reason we go to the hospital on the only day that is super crowded. And when I mean crowded, I mean it took 16 hours for me to get my hand stitched up. So I had to get a sonogram. The sonogram was that much time because they wanted to make sure the baby was okay, make sure I didn't need to be rushed to emergency or anything like that. So as soon as I get in, I see them about the baby. They're like,
And me being the terrible husband I am, we rolled out.
he left me. No, I told them to go because it was literally wall-to-wall people. I mean, having a 7-year-old,
Right, Ava?
having a 7-year-old there wasn't feasible. So I was like, y'all go home. It was around the corner. I'll stay here, hang out. So I ended up staying. I was in a wheelchair. So I was in a pretty good spot. But they checked the baby. Baby was doing fine. He was kicking. And then they're like, okay, you got to go pay. So we had to pay first before we were seen. So I had to go pay first to get my hand stitched up. And that's where the like 14-hour wait came in after me waiting to get the sonogram. So yeah, I sit there. I finally get seen. And then they finally stitch up my hand. And the whole time we're talking about the U.S. health system and all that. Now, it did take 16 hours. But that bill was only $1,000 total, and I got it reimbursed. So if this was in the U.S., whew, I don't know how much it would have been. But I know, you know, being up there, it is cheaper. It was a long wait.
Insurance.
No, that was with no insurance,
yeah.
right? No insurance. So imagine how much it would have been for no insurance in the U.S. But anyway, that happened. I finally get back home, and for the rest of the trip, we just ate food, a lot of desserts. Like Montreal got some awesome food. Like if you ever want to go to Montreal, go there as a foodie and go check it out. And you know, being there in the fall during Halloween, y'all, we got the trick or treat up there.
Oh my goodness.
It was amazing. It was beautiful.
We went at what? 1 block?
Yeah, we went 1 block.
Filled up.
Ava, how much did you get? How much candy did you get?
How much candy, baby girl? Not much candy.
2 neighborhoods.
Yeah.
2.
Well, 2 streets.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you needed.
And they were so sweet, and you know, Ava was saying mercy, you know, for thank you, and it was really, really cool. So we did that.
Boom.
Bam. That's not my thing.
It's okay.
All right. So I talked about Halloween, talked about fun. All right, and then yeah, so after all that fun, we packed up our dog, we packed up our car, and we headed back to DC to get the rest of our stuff to move to Florida. So, you know, after that, we go to DC and we go pick up the rest of our things, and then we head back down to Florida. And then we go to Florida and we catch the freaking flu. I don't know who caught it. I don't know who started it. I think it was Dave. But we ended up catching the flu. And
how I started, and I get it after that.
So we ended up catching the flu, but you know, we got over it quickly. And at the same time, we were trying to find an apartment. So we found this amazing apartment, like overlooking the pool. It was a great price, and it was almost like meant for us. So we were like, you know what, let's go ahead and do this one. And we ended up getting our, you know, apartment there, and we ended up having to do what, babe? Buy everything over again.
You see all this? All this? All this stuff?
We had to buy.
A few moments later.
There must be this in here. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
I'm gonna go. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had to buy everything we sold in Seattle over again. Now, granted, we did buy things that we can fold down because we're circus people now. So everything we have, we fold down and we can just take with us. You know, of course, the bed and the couches are different, but well, even our bed though, that can go down in 2 boxes.
Yeah.
So we ended up doing all that and then nesting, waiting for the baby. And while we were waiting for the baby, what happened, babe?
The 2023 January layoffs.
Layoff, y'all. Like out of nowhere, we didn't think it was gonna happen. We were like, oh, you're good, your boss like you're getting your projects done on time, and you know, all this stuff. And we were like, oh wow, no one's immune from this stuff, like no one. So that happens, I'm freaking out. I was like, what do we do? Like Dave came out and told me, and I was like, oh my God.
All right, flush the bombers, get the subs in launch mode. We are at DEFCON 1.
We're pregnant, and he's like, don't worry, we'll have insurance for a while, and you know, we'll just make it work. And thank goodness we saved the amount of money that we saved, because it literally got us through. So it took 6 months for him to find a job. This has never happened before. 6 months, and we used that money just to take care of bills. And you know, we had his company pay for our insurance for a little while, which helped us with the baby, and then we had to get our own insurance. So not only that, 6 months, he didn't get an unemployment. So because he was online, unemployment was kind of tricky. Uh-oh, is he up?
Is he up?
Oh, he is. Oh, it's so
Hey, buddy.
Hey, baby, come here.
Hi.
Boy, come here.
You want mama?
You can bring it.
Come on.
I'm almost done, so.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, unemployment took forever to come through because it was like a mix-up because he was remote. We weren't sure we should do it in the state that the company was in or the state that we lived in during the time. So it was a big mess, but we finally got it, thank goodness, a year later. So that was the whole process. But yeah, so after that, you know, he ended up finding a job 6 months later. We did it right before we went to Disney World, so that was nice because we didn't have to worry. The stress on us was hard, y'all. It was hard. But we ended up doing that, and then after Disney, we came back. 3 weeks we packed up, and we moved to Raleigh. Yep, so now we're here in Raleigh.
Back.
So Raleigh's got some things, but yeah, so we were settled here in Raleigh. When we did settle here, I did end up getting Ava on homeschooling. We were online in Florida, which was great, but Raleigh didn't offer, or North Carolina doesn't offer a wide range of online, so I got her homeschool. I was so scared, y'all. Like, it was one thing when you're online and you got someone to guide you, but when you're homeschooling, no one tells you or it gives you what you need to do. So I had to seek out the information. Thank goodness I found an amazing bookstore here that's like a homeschooling bookstore that gave me all the information I needed. I found a bunch of homeschool moms here, and yeah, we're doing homeschooling now, and it's almost at the end of the year, and we've done pretty well, and I'm so excited to keep it moving. What you think, Ava?
Huh?
You like homeschooling?
Yes. Say gonna move.
So yeah, so we're doing that, and we don't know what next steps are right now. All right. So, all right, y'all. So while we were putting together this video, we were informed that Dave lost his job again. Again. And we're just tired. We're tired of these companies. We're tired of just trying to do, you know, we did everything right. We went to college. We, you know,
followed the plan
to get that dream. And it's just not working out for us. It's not.
So what do we do from here? We don't know.
We don't know. We've both been in the corporate world for a long time, and you know, I've been home for 2 years with the kids, and I've enjoyed my time, you know, and I know it's been stressful on Dave, but you know, we don't know what we're gonna do. They're gonna just play it by ear, and we don't give up.
Yeah.
You know, we don't give up.
We'll keep y'all informed.
Yeah, we'll keep y'all informed on what's next. But just wanted to give y'all that little bit of an update.
Yeah.
2 times in the 2 years.
Yep.
But it's all right. We won't be defeated. So.
Now I'm back to the video.
Okay. Like I said, Raleigh is not our place. I did like Raleigh when we first moved here, but now that the honeymoon has worn off. Now that the honeymoon has worn off, we see it for what it is. But yeah, this is just not our place. It is close to family, which we've been able to see family a lot more, which is really, really great. But yeah, we are going to be on to a next journey. We don't know what's happening. We don't know where we're going to go, but we just know that we hope you guys stick around, and we appreciate you all for, subscribing and liking our videos, and we look forward to more. And you know what happens, babe, when things don't go the way they should go? When life gives you lemons.
When life gives you lemons. What do you say?
When life gives you lemons, we say,
F the lemons and bail.
Hey, here's the deal. When life gives you lemons, just say F the lemons and bail.
Say F the lemons and bail. Yeah, so we hope you guys stick around and hang out with us, and we look forward to seeing y'all on the next one. Thanks, y'all.
And also, there's a lot of pollen.
There's a lot of pollen. We'll have Dave put his video of pollen after this.
Yeah, pollen.
Bye, guys.
Bye.